Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna make a review on a new product that I saw called TopCoat F11. It's supposed to be an really all-in-one, polisher and protectant, but it's supposed to be really easy and supposed to go on practically any surface. Eco-safe. It's water-based. They give you for $60. You end up with this bottle. You end up with the sampler bottle, like the traveler's bottle, and you get 2 microfiber towels. And personally, for my car, which is the 2003 Chevy Monte Carlo SS, I just kind of wanted that next level shine. I think the car shines pretty nicely, but I wanted it to shine a little bit better, but I also wanted that extra protection. This is my everyday driver, so I really wanted to see if I could make something or have something really hydrophobic, which TopCoat claims to be, and also have something that I could very easily take dirt off, and or have dirt not even stick. That kind of product, kind of the Rain-X of paints, for paint, if you will. But this stuff's supposed to be for any surface, so I'm gonna go ahead and try this. Don't really know what to expect, but I've seen a lot of different reviews, and just about all of them have been very positive. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try this on my paint, on my wheels, and on my windows. I'm not going to get to my interior plastics yet, at least, but that's another thing I could try. And I'll probably do my lights. But first, I have to get the wax off of my car that I already have on it. And I just want to show what I use now. It's called Black Magic 2-in-1. It's a cleaning wax as well, which is convenient for me because being an everyday driver and living in Michigan, where the weather is usually crappy, or at least there's a lot of rain and that kind of stuff, it's convenient because it's fast to apply. You just spray it on, wipe it in, and wipe it off, which is the same thing that you're supposed to do with TopCoat, basically. And it's nice because I can, clean my car and also make it shine. It's nice and easy. It's cheap. TopCoat wasn't cheap, but it's supposed to be giving the same kind of results as some of those top quality products, like those glazes and all that. Clay bar, you put all that stuff together, and it's supposed to be pretty equal to all those crazy products that are, really expensive. Like I said, TopCoat was $60 for that little kit, but it's supposed to replace, and I quote from them, hundreds or even thousands of dollars worth of car care equipment. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a wash, and then we'll come back and see if we can apply the TopCoat F11. Alright, so I'm back. Got the car all washed and all dried. My goals are hoping to get a good shine and a good slippery surface that'll protect from outside forces, and hoping to get some nice beading action with water later on. I'm gonna have to make a follow-up video to this for the windows, well, and on everywhere really. But so yeah, I got my little sample bottle I'm gonna try first, and basically you just take the bottle and you spray this stuff on, and you just wipe it in. So to find a spot. Now I want to stress that this car is by no means perfect. I've seen so many people that have tested this with brand new Camaros, brand new F-150s, brand new cars. This car is 14 years old and as an everyday driver, 90 some thousand miles on it. So I'm not expecting it to cover up chips and some scratches and that kind of thing, but if it can maybe cover up some spider marks or some swirl marks, that'd be nice. But really I'm just looking for a good shine and a good slippery surface. So basically you just spray this stuff on. You don't need much. I'm just going to do a little spot there for demonstration. And let me grab my other microfiber towel that TopCoat gave to me. And you basically just wipe it in. Oops. And then you can take your dry towel and you just wipe away any remaining haze, anything like that, and you should be left with a nice smooth surface. I can feel it is definitely smoother, at least smoother than before I sprayed that surface. It's definitely smoother than that. But to find out if it'll be smoother than when I have my wax on, that's to be determined. But so that's one little spot. I'm gonna go around and do the entire car, and I'll come back and tell you guys what I think, at least with first impressions. Alright guys, I'm back. I pulled the car back to the garage because the backyard was getting awfully sunny and I wanted to keep everything cool. And I didn't apply the top coat to the wheels, but I did do all the paint. I did the lights, and I did all my windows, and I also did a little bit of a plastic trim right there underneath the windshield wipers. I just did the outside part. And I'll have to look back at the before and after videos, but from my first impressions, I'm pretty sure it's shinier than it was from the beginning. I can easily see myself. And you guys have to take into account that this is by no means a perfect car. I mean, this is an everyday driver. Granted, I don't drive this car in this winter, but you know, there's chips, and you know, there's dirt that's been ground into the paint over, you know, for a long time, and that won't come out. And you know, top coat's not meant to clean this, but what it is meant to do is to put a barrier over the paint and protect it from getting any worse. And it's also meant to make everything pop more than it did. So basically it makes the stuff that doesn't look the greatest better than it was, and it makes the good stuff look amazing. And from what I'm seeing, I mean, this is a mere finish. I mean, there's little flaws here and there, but that's either my car or me. You know, in some places there's maybe some water spots I didn't quite get to, or you know, things like that. But I mean, as far as just overall, I am really, really impressed. And I mean, this feels just baby smooth. I mean, yeah, you can see some flaws there, just, you know, little spots and chips and that kind of thing. I mean, but I mean, this is so smooth. This is smoother than this has ever been. But some things that I did notice, the more that I sprayed, you know, as I was going around the car with the little bottle, I noticed that over time, when I would release my finger after a spray, it would spray out a little more. So that's just something to keep in mind. It was kind of just annoying because it would kind of just drip out. So maybe the nozzle should be a little different, but I mean, everything went pretty well. I mean, it was really easy. You just buff it in, buff it out, move on, go one panel at a time. And I think it did a really, really nice finish. Now, this is not going to be my only video. I will make a follow-up video, at least one, to test how this stuff works over weeks as they pass. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I did have some swirl marks that, you know, if you look at them at the right angle, you can still see them. There are some swirl marks I've seen that have not gone away, and I mean, you can see right there in my reflection, there's flaws, but more than anything, that's just from wear and tear on the car. I mean, this car is by no means perfect, but it is certainly, this top coat stuff has really brought out what's good about this car. And I'm looking forward to testing how this works. I mean, I drive practically every day, so in a little bit of time, hopefully I can let the car sit and cure, and then maybe put another coat on it, and then go from there. Maybe put some on the wheels, we'll see, but if this stuff really keeps working, I may venture to the interior and put some stuff on that. Some of the plastics and stuff. I don't have the leather interior, so I'm not going to put it on the cloth, obviously, but I'm really impressed. I think it's a really good product. It was really easy, and you just have to make sure your car's clean before you put this stuff on. I mean, I did my best, and you know, I'm by no means perfect. I saw some flaws that I left behind and stuff I ended up covering up with the top coat that I probably should have taken care of, but it's little things. It all depends on just how crazy you want to get with cleaning your car, but I think for what it is and for what the car is, I think it turned out really, really nice. And let me know in the comments section experiences you've had, and I hope this has helped you guys out. Maybe a little more everyday, average Joe kind of testimonial to top coat. There's a lot of guys out there with $100,000 cars showing off their top coated cars that are, you know, their cars already look basically perfect. It just makes them pop a little more. This was put on a car that, you know, is a lot more used and a lot older. So I think it was a success, but let me know in the comments section what you think. Please give me a like and a subscribe if you liked it. I'll be sure to make at least a couple follow-up videos and show some other things about this top coat in the future. But everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.